It is minus 27 degrees Celsius, and the light you see here now is from the full moon. My face is being lit up a little bit from the screen as well. It took Ivar a particularly long time to fall asleep this night. So Tova is now sleeping with Ivar inside the cabin, and I'm going for a late night full moon ski trip. This is a truly remarkable experience. I hope that Ivar is going to go to sleep better tomorrow evening, and that the skies are still clear so that Tova can do this tomorrow evening. It is the end of January here, and the moonlit ski trip yesterday was fantastic. It is now below minus 30 degrees Celsius. And it feels a little bit frosty. It certainly bites your cheeks. I wanted to show you here what happens to our stream. Unfortunately, Tova was here in the morning poking away the ice already. I forgot to tell her that I wanted to film this and show you, but you can sort of see what I mean, because all the rest of the stream is frozen up compared to the last video we made when I was here. One of the things I'm most curious about when it comes to generating power is some kind of stream generated power, like a water wheel or some kind of turbine or underwater water wheel of some kind. But as you can see here, when it's this cold in the winter, the whole stream freezes up. Almost the whole stream, at least. There is some places where it could be better, but a couple of days with minus 30 and there is not much water without ice on top. I had some idea that maybe one could build a small hut on top of the water and have a water wheel inside that hut, and somehow and maybe if there is a roof and inside the little hut the ice wouldn't form, but I don't know. I have no idea. As I said, it's the end of January and for the first time we get peaks of sunlight onto our place. We're sort of in a little bit of a valley here, so usually we just see the sun on top of the shining on the treetops, but it's starting to get lighter every day, so we can see the sun between the trees more and more. So that is a problem when thinking about solar power. Ivar is sleeping in the sled in the outdoor kitchen. But I wanted to show you here that there is our cabin, and then all the way on the other side of the field here, the sun comes first. So my idea is to have the solar panels all the way in that corner of the field, and then somehow get some cables or something along the tree line here back to the cabin, and then have the battery bank somewhere here. I've been thinking about having some solar panels in the tops of some tree or something, but I don't really know how that would work, and it's also harder to maintain and get the snow off the solar panels. My main concern with the wind turbine is how much does it sound and how ugly is it, or how to say. Solar panels are not that beautiful either, I guess, but and also how will it affect the birds. I wouldn't like the small birds to be scared of it or fly into it. And also, I don't know, it is not that windy here. At least not this winter. The wind has not been blowing that much. In the spring and in the fall there is lots of more wind. But maybe a combination of all those three will give us the power we need. In time. But I'm absolutely most curious about generating power from the stream somehow. And preferably with some really old looking nice wooden water wheel. It is the next day, and the temperature continues to be below -30. So just over the night the ice has been growing on top of our water hole. So 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, we had a winter with a lot of snow, more snow than this. And that winter and up until that winter we had hand shoveled everything. So we had very narrow paths to avoid exhausting ourselves too much. But after that winter with that much snow, we got ourselves a snowblower. And 2 years ago we had even less money than we have now. So we got the cheapest, smallest one we could find. And it turned out it couldn't even work properly in snow. So that was a farce. We tried to send it back, but they wanted us to check this and that and tighten the gas wire or tighten the this or that wire and try again. And our mail conversation was like a mile long, and they really wanted us to not send it back. And we were in a dilemma there, because if we were to send it back, we wouldn't have money for another one anyway, so we needed it. But it was really bad. So after a lot of mails back and forth, we got it even more cheaper than it already was. So we decided to keep it anyway. So the problem was that the snow leaked into the mechanism that got the wheels turning around and got the whole snowblower moving forward. I put some glue here and there, and I put a new piece of thin sheet on a place as a protective shield against all the snow flying around. So I actually got it working pretty good. I actually liked it pretty good because it was so small, so it was so handy to move around here. But in the beginning of this winter, the handle to the snowblower started come apart, so we had to get it welded, and I don't know anything about welding, so we got it to a shop close by here.
Car shop.
Yeah, and asked if he could weld some and get the handle stuck to the snowblower again. So we got it there, and some days later he started welding on it, and we didn't hear from him, and then I just sent a message and asked like how it's going. They have promised snow now tomorrow, so and he just immediately called back and was a little bit silent for a while, and then said, "So it's not going so well. It appears that the snowblower catched fire."
It went up in flames.
Yeah, so something was probably leaking from the tank. Luckily his shop and himself managed to not get destroyed or hurt, so but that was the story of our very cheap snowblower that didn't even work in snow. But then the snow came.
A lot
of snow. So I just shoveled by hand some paths here and there so we wouldn't trample down the snow, because when you start to trample down the snow it's really hard to remove it afterwards. And we were wondering like what are we going to do now? We need a working snowblower, a functioning.
It's too much. We can do it by hand, but it's so much work.
It's so much, because this place also is
planned for winter.
There is no place to have heaps of snow. You need to throw it out of the way. It's because there is hills on both sides of the pathway here. So I got frustrated and went into town and bought a new snowblower. So now we have a new snowblower, and I was shoveling snow here with the snowblower
2 days.
For 2 days.
Morning to evening.
So
Crazy.
I was really tired after that. I had some trouble because the wheels started digging themselves down, and so the snow in the middle of the snowblower came up, so the wheels just started spinning.
And we didn't have any chains.
No, and I don't know if the chains would have helped either way. I'm really curious to know how a snowblower with tracks works, if that would be better, but I feel like they are way clumsier as well.
Harder to turn around and
maneuver with. Yeah, so we got small paths here, so I don't know, but I'm really happy with the new snowblower anyway. It was just the first time trying to get rid of the snow that we have already walked on top of. That was the problem. And it's really nice with cleared paths again.
It's hard to struggle with carrying water when it's snow everywhere and
hay, and taking care of the animals is way easier with the paths cleared. So we have started removing some snow from all the roofs as well. I really want to build so it's not necessary when it's this much snow, and then I guess any day it could become plus degrees again, and then the snow gets really heavy. So we are going to remove the snow from the outdoor kitchen, and also I was planning on trying to remove the snow from the cabin as well, and we're going to try to do that with some ropes, but I don't know if that will work. I've seen some YouTube videos when they do that, but the idea is to remove it before it gets to slush, because then it's really heavy and hard to remove from the pads to the outhouse. And yeah, so hopefully we can get it down, and then I can take the snowblower and just blow it away. Since this cabin is built for summer use, they haven't bothered with where the snow falls from the roof, so it's not so nice when all this snow falls on this path for us. And the same here, all this snow falls straight in front of the entrance. On the new cabin we will build it so that no snow will fall in front of the entrance or anywhere where it's important. Dra dig inåt först. So much for that.
Yeah.
So the rope thing didn't work for us. I guess the farstu roof is too not so steep. How to say? But I shoveled the ridge line on the bigger roof, and we will try tomorrow with a rope there and see if that will work better. Now I need to get rid of this heap of snow. For those of you who have not experienced snow, if you alter the state of how the snow is when it has landed from the sky. So if you take the snow up and put it on some other place, then the altered snow will become much harder. So this snow here is still pretty loose, or how to say. Other things like the wind and if it becomes melting degrees for a while and then minus degrees again, also alters the state how snow is behaving or how the snow is. But if I were to leave this pile of snow here till tomorrow, it would become very hard, and I would have a hard time removing it then. So now I need to see if I can get our new snowblower started in this cold. I hope the new one is better with snow and cold than the last one we had. And then I think that will be it for today. It's pretty tiresome to be outside working in this cold. Okay, so I got the snow blown away. But there was something weird with the snowblower, the mechanism that drives the wheel forward. I need to call the place I bought it from. I can't have another one that doesn't work in snow. I've been the evening round to the animals, feeding the sheep and seeing that the chickens are okay, and the moon has risen again. Now I'm gonna go inside to Tova and Ivar. Tonight we're going to eat some liver patties, one of my favorite dishes. Very, very nutrient dense. But I can't show you that because if I bring the camera in now, it's going to fog over totally. When it's this cold outside, I need to acclimate the camera to inside again, and that takes a couple of hours. I put it in a dry bag, one of those bags that kayaking people have when they are packing their bags. So it's airtight and that's supposed to make the camera not fog over. And I suppose I will avoid kind of dry spots or drying water spots on the sensor as well with that technique. So when it has been inside in that bag inside the cabin for 2 hours or so, I can take out the camera again and it's fine. Ivar has gotten 2 more teeth, how to say. So that's why he was so grumpy last evening, I guess. Hopefully Tova can go out on a moonlit ski trip this evening. We'll see. There's a lot of talk about temperature in this episode.
Snow and temperature. I guess it's the theme.
So just yesterday there was +1 degree Celsius and a little bit of wind. So all the snow came down from the, almost all the snow came down from the trees. And some birds started singing in a different way.
So this morning the woodpecker did his usual spring drum, and it was -20, so a little bit early maybe.
But right now it's -5 degrees and really, really nice weather.
Sparkar du snö på mamma?
It certainly has been the coldest winter for a long time, or since we moved here. We have had some colder days in the other winters.
But not this long period of time, so
No.
the coldest winter in weeks.
It's been around -30 for many, many days.
Weeks almost.
Yeah.
It has also been nice, because when it's that cold it's really beautiful outside, but a bit tiresome when it's cold all the time. And a lot of firewood. Eller hur? Got a peanut?
There was something wrong with the new snowblower and I had to go into town again with it, so they changed the rem. I don't know what the term is in English, but something that
Drives the wheels forward.
Yeah, not
string. The
rubber string.
rubber string.
Rubber band.
Flat rubber band. Yeah, you get what it is. So you went there and was all day and waited for them to
fix it.
Yeah. Vad äter du nu? Nej, du ska inte äta den.
Right now it's working at least, so that's good.
Yeah. For a new one, I like to think it should work from the beginning.
Yeah, that's another thing. We need to pay for it now. We got it on
invoice, so we pay in the end of the month.
Yeah.
So we need to scrape some funds from here and there to pay it.
Another thing that is going to be a little bit thrilling is did we put away enough money for taxes?
We started the company last spring, and then from everything we earn we have to put away some for the taxes that is going to happen this spring.
Yeah.
So
we are totally new to this self-employment thing and doing your own taxes, and we have hired some help with the accounting so that we will get it right.
So hopefully we will have put away enough for the taxes.
Otherwise I have no idea what we're going to do. So hopefully it is a lot more money we have put away than we need to pay taxes so we have some savings for the first time in our life. But we'll see if everything goes to shit.
Det kan du inte säga.
We have all our wonderful patrons to thank for everything that we are able to do here and these videos as well.
So thank you.
It's really nice. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. At least not in this way.
No.
We would have a lot more struggles. Var det roligt att vara ute lite? När det inte är så kallt mera.
Går ganska bra. It has also been, we haven't been that much outside with Ivar when it's this cold or have been this cold. So I think he think it's fun to be outside a little bit.
Yeah. We're longing for spring now, I would say.
Yeah.
But there was a change in the season now. It's no longer winter, it's spring-winter, as we say in Swedish. But I don't know if there is some better term for that in English.
Spring, winter, yeah. It's lighter outside and the sun is warming. Birds are chirping.
There is more seasons than 4
Yeah.
here, I would say.
At least 8 seasons. So I guess this is it for this episode.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye bye. Oj, kan du sitta på axlarna medan ni går ut? Oj.
Vad kul det där. Är du mitt i skogen?
Ja. Ser du?
Vad ser du där?
Är det fåglar? Hörru, det stod ju så bra nyss.